Well, let's go straight now to Jessie Grayson, who joins us from Southbank. And Jessie, you're going to give us an update on the water supply shortly. But first, the city has passed its second flood peak with no extra damage, thankfully.
Yeah, Georgie, the Brisbane River's still very high and muddy, but today it peaked at 1.6 metres, which is considerably lower than what we've seen over the past few days. It's still very brown, but that's obviously good news for the people of Jindalee, Milton and Auchenflower and Windsor, who are still cleaning up. It's also very warm out here today, which is obviously helping situation as well. But the real issue facing southeast Queensland is water, and I'm joined now by Lord Mayor Graham Quirk for the latest. And Lord Mayor, what is the latest on our water supplies and when will things return to normal?
Well, Jesse, we've seen SEQ Water now be able to produce as much water as our consumers are using. So that's a good thing. So we're now equalised, but we're not out of it just yet. I think we've got another day to run before I can say that. Overnight, the plan is to try and build the reserves in those reservoirs. They are quite low, and we want to build them up during the low consumption period during the evening.
And unfortunately, the message yesterday to conserve appeared to fall on deaf ears, with usage rates actually spiking overnight.
Yeah, I mean, that's the last thing we wanted, was for people to panic and to store water. That's defeating the whole purpose of the exercise. There was no need to panic. All we want is some common sense water conservation use over the next day, and we'll be through this.
And so over the next 24 hours, it's another, tough time for Brisbane, and we've already had some doubt, but if we can get through this next 24 hours, the water supply should return to normal. And, yeah, that's exactly what we're hoping for here in Brisbane. Southeast Queenslanders went to bed wondering, will the water run out in the morning? Tarragindi, Camp Hill, Carina North, Mount Gravatt, Tingalpa, Rocklea and Oxley are most at risk.
We have got depots on standby. We will have water provisions, bottled water will be available to those people.
Each suburb relies on specialist reservoirs.
And the reservoirs are very low around the city, so we need to continue to conserve water at this time.
By last night, one of the two affected Mount Crosby treatment plants was back online, just enough to keep the taps running past midday.
This plant, which is our Westbank plant, we're currently treating about 140 million litres per day. At our Eastbank plant, a little bit less than that, but we're aiming to increase production.
But as news of water restrictions filtered through, there was a run on bottled water. Supermarket shelves cleaned out.
Our customers are coming in and just buying an increased demand, so we are seeing a spike, absolutely, and we just need to make sure that our customers know that there is plenty of stock coming. 50
free council skip bins for food waste are also proving popular. Marcia Carroll lost power and a full fridge at the Gap.
Not that great, really. It's a bit unnecessary, but, better than getting sick.
A mountain of green waste is also filling transfer stations. Ferny Grove and Willawong seeing record levels. It's just another snapshot of the storm's impact. Dumping for the time being is free. High tide tomorrow in the Brisbane River should be about 1.4 metres, which again is good news, but we'll have to see what effect all of that silt and rainwater has on Moreton Bay over the coming days.
Thanks for the update. Jessie Grayson there at Southbank.